Order. As this is the first debate in which the Assembly will hear from Karen McKevitt, I would remind the House that it is convention that the maiden speech is again made without interruption. I call Mrs Karen McKevitt.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I thank you for calling on me to address the House. I am pleased to have the opportunity to make my maiden speech on such an important issue, one that impacts on so many lives and one that is particularly important matter for my own constituency. May I begin by expressing my gratitude to the good people of South Down who elected me to this position. I am truly honoured and look forward to doing my best to serve my constituency to the best of my ability. I would also like to say a word of thanks to my party colleagues who have helped me settle into my role. Can I have a special mention to my predecessor, colleague and friend, PJ Bradley. PJ served the people of South Down with distinction, and while his retirement from elected politics is certainly well earned, his contribution will be greatly missed. Mr Deputy Speaker, as a mother of 5 children, I have hands-on experience of how important nursery education is and know the early years of a child's life are of critical importance for the child's future development and well-being. Nursery education is a critical part in a child's life as they develop personally, emotionally and physically. Friendships can be made, foundations of language, skills and learning also take place. It's not an easy task for any parent to hand their child over to a stranger to be educated, but when they choose a local preschool and are guaranteed a place, it makes it a lot easier for them. That's why, Mr Deputy Speaker, I am dismayed to have heard a number of families in distress because their children didn't receive a place in their local preschool and weren't offered a place in any near their parish. Coming from a mainly rural community, the difficulties this presents are immense, for the knock-on effect in terms of childcare and employment, particularly to women who work. It was no surprise to me that the Northern Ireland Childminding Association have reported that the number of women who report that they are prevented from seeking work due to family commitments has risen by 50% to 15,000 in the last 9 months. That is a drastic increase, which highlights just how important this issue is. We in the SDLP are committed to supporting children and early years provision that is accessible, close and realistic. The criteria for selection is a hugely important issue here. It's important that parental choice is offered in all cases, no excuses. Children and their families should have the legal right to preschool provision within their parish, and we need the Minister to have a proactive approach to ensure adequate provision in future years. This will allow the community to grow. It will allow the child to grow with their peers. A statutory right to preschool education is the only way in which to ensure equality to access of education. We want every child to have the right to preschool education. This is not something which we should play politics with. That's why we are calling on all sides to support every child's right to a preschool education. After all, it's supposed to be the best days of their lives. Let's get it right, and I support the motion. Thank you very much.
Call Mr. William.